Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike, where we share testimony stories. Our story for today is the reentry policy. The reentry policy has negative and positive sides to it, and it's for that reason that we have called Mr. Banda, as we saw them publish in the media and newspapers about it. So we want to understand what is working and not working about the policy. Mr. Banda, welcome to Comfort Time once again.
Well, thank you very much. It's always best to be here.
Thank you. So, Mr. Banda, the re-entry policy has had a lot of debate around it. Before we go into it, can you explain to us what exactly is the re-entry policy? What is it about?
Well, the re-entry policy was developed by the government, in particular the Minister of Education, to enable schoolgirls that fall pregnant to go back to school after giving birth. Yeah, basically that's what it is all about. Yeah. Okay.
So, how has it been received? Are girls going back? Girls happy, or are families happy with the policy? Well, has it been received well?
It has received a lot of debate from all sorts of diverse backgrounds in the communities, among teachers and the pupils themselves. Yeah, for me, I think it's a very good document, so that when girls find themselves in those situations, they fall pregnant, they are able to go back to school.
Yes.
And you may be interested to know that some of the girls that get pregnant, it is not their fault. Sometimes the school might be very far, and we've got men around communities who might begin to entice those girls with the small things like a biscuit and so forth, and they get pregnant. Sometimes they could be attacked on the way, and they fall pregnant. So those girls could be potential engineers that could make a contribution
to this country.
To this country, yes. But if they do not go back to school, it means their future is curtailed, and it may not be their fault, but the fault of the environment. All of us. Yeah, so that's the best way to put it, because we need to be concerned that this girl goes to school without
to have safe spaces for the girls and boys. Okay. So, but the girls themselves, are they happy to go back to school? Are they willing, or are they, because I know there's a lot of shame attached to it. When you've been at school, you fell pregnant, you went back home, had your baby, which means when you come back, you're not coming back to the class that you were in. You're going back in a class behind you. So is there a bullying, or are the people whom you find at school accepting that?
Yeah, it's a two-way traffic. So some girls have made use of the re-entry policy and have gone back to school up to university level. I mean, it's the many challenges that it has also shown that around the policy there are other underlying challenges, and one of the challenges is that sometimes when you go back to school, your colleagues, your fellow pupils, sometimes the teachers were able to bully you because now you are in a different situation. You are
your mother, maybe you're still breastfeeding.
Right, and so forth. So you find that when you come back, you are in a different situation, and people can take advantage and start bullying you, so that you feel discouraged. And those that have been very strong have gone back to school and progressed very well in education. And this is the reason why we're also saying, I think the re-entry policy should be part of the teacher training curriculum, so that when the teachers graduate from colleges, they are well equipped, they know the content, they'll be able to teach the girls and the boys in school without, with full knowledge that this is a document that they studied as part of their teaching, training when they were in the training institutions. I think, for us that is very important. It will also help to reduce some of the situations, the traumatizing situations that the girls go through. You can imagine your own teacher bullying you, say you are a mother.
What are you doing in school? Yeah. No, I think that that will help a lot, because teachers can actually, if they are sympathetic and they understand how traumatizing it is to go have a baby, especially maybe in a case where you were raped. So you are also traumatized from the incident, you have a baby that you are forced to take care of, then you come back to school in the hope of not allowing that trauma to affect you, and you get traumatized even more. So if teachers are sympathetic and understand what really that is about, it will help, it will go a very long way. Because then they will ensure that anybody who tries to bully any of the children is dealt with. And once they do that, there will be no bullying from other students. And if there's no bullying from the teacher, then this thing can be stopped. Okay, no, I think, so how are you going about that?
Well, we raised it, and we are sure that the Minister of Education, has picked it, but also we have, the members of Parliament, a special committee on education, that we expect to have picked what we have said, and from there, I think those are lessons learned that this issue needs to be addressed. Because
I think just expecting that they will pick the issues is not enough. There's need to have paper trails on all the issues that you are putting on the table. You need to write to the ministries, the powers that be. There should be paper trails so that if there's nothing happening, you can present that. So don't just make noise and then go and sit. No. Make sure that you are able to prove that we're making noise because of this. And now this is not happening. Look where we are. So it's very important to do that.
I think very important. That's a very important point. Because it has to be documented.
Of course, it is said that if it's not documented, it did not happen. So unless you document it, no matter how much noise you make, it didn't happen. They're going to say where. And if you can't prove where that is, it didn't happen.
It's a drop in the washing.
It didn't happen. It's not even a drop anyway. It just didn't happen.
No, we take note of that, advice, and we work on it. But what is also very important about the re-entry policy is to get, the parents around to support the re-entry policy, especially the PTA members. That it's a partnership between teachers and and the parents. I think they need to support it, and a lot of sensitization is needed so that all of us can move together, because the key issue there, the principal beneficiary is the learner, who is at the center of that document. So if others are also involved in those communities, I think it can go a long way, and parents can also help us to reinforce what we say, because there's already a partnership between teachers and parents in the communities. At school there are PTA members and so forth. So we think that alone we cannot do it, but we need to work in partnership with others.
As long as we engage them, you need to engage them to allow them to see how important their buying into the process is.
Yeah. So
Okay. No, that's very good that you're going that far, but like I said, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. So ensure that everything is documented and everything is in a situation where you can go and claim using your documents. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for that. We pray that all those listening will also do their part in ensuring that this works not only for the students but for the teachers and the parents. We all stand to gain when our children go back to school, when they get educated, and if there's anything that stops them middle way, that we address that and they continue to show up for themselves the best way they can. So thank you so much.
thank you so much.
So we pray that the policy is going to go further, it's going to be able to help the children, and the only way to can help the children is if we as parents and we as teachers buy into this policy and ensure that we contribute and push it in a system where it can help all of us. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to always give us a thumbs up, because this helps the stories to be viewed by many more people. Also remember to subscribe and share. Comfort Time continues. Stay blessed. See you in the next video.